beaties. These kids have to sit on the floor, rolling the cigarettes with their tiny fingers and poking the ends in with a sharp knife. Their fingers are cut and cracked from the work. Many times, they are beaten if they don't reach their quota of work. By the way, some American teens think it's cool to smoke these cigarettes, but in doing so, they are fueling the slave trade. When I heard about situations like these, I felt motivated to do something. So for the last few years, I've been doing what I can to end these oppressive practices. In the summer of 2006, I went on a speaking tour where I've had the chance to talk to hundreds of thousands of people about this issue. Some of my speaking has been connected with a new film called Amazing Grace that deals with the historic slave trade and how we can continue the work of abolition. In my efforts, I've mainly been targeting other teens and 20-somethings, but I'm happy for anyone who wants to jump on board. Just the facts. 27 million, the number of people in modern-day slavery around the world. People who inspire me. People sometimes ask who or what inspires me. I usually answer by talking about some of the historic people I write about in this book, such as William Wilberforce and Mother Teresa. I've discovered there's a lot you can learn from these dead people, and we have the luxury of looking back and seeing the impact they made. Some of the people who inspire me most today are people you've probably never heard of. I'm sure that's true for you, too. All of us know people in our lives who have made a profound impact on who we are and how we live. One of the people who most inspire me is my dad. 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. We didn't know how serious it was for a while. Later, my mom and dad were told he would probably die. Throughout that time, my dad was completely at peace. We went to several neurosurgeons, and they recommended we go to Duke University Medical Center. He got an MRI there, and they found out the tumor hadn't been growing, that it was basically dead tissue. This was fantastic news, but I think my dad's attitude would have been the same even if the news had been terrible. He had trusted God from the beginning. My dad is one of my favorite people, and one of the strongest people I know. My mom also inspires me. She plays many roles, not only of soccer mom, but also runs a business and works for several clients at a time. My mom stands with me in my work as an abolitionist. I probably will never know all she's done for me, but I'm grateful for her. I love her a lot. She is also one of my favorite people and is extremely talented and caring. I'm also inspired by the many other people working for justice today, such as a former slave named Given Kachipa, whom I met recently. You'll hear more about him in this book, too. You'll read a lot about the issue of slavery because it's my personal passion. But you'll also read about other people and stories that inspire me. And, I hope, you'll likewise be inspired to change this world. Before we dive into those stories, I want to say a little bit about my generation. What I love about my generation is how expressive we are and how much we care about the world when we are confronted with issues of suffering and oppression. I'm inspired by the many other students I meet who want to show their love of God by loving people. Of course, I've heard people complaining about how my generation is selfish and how little we listen and how we are rebellious. But those problems aren't unique to our generation. I think we've had a lot of good examples to show us how to be this way. I think we need people to come along and be a better example for my generation. That is part of what I am trying to do through this book and through my campaign. My generation needs somebody to set the bar high for us, so we will have something to live up to, and even live beyond. I'm excited about my generation. I think God just might use us to change the world. We have the passion and the energy. I want to encourage us to spend, or maybe better put, invest our youth for Jesus. I'm up for it. Are you? I believe by working side by side with God, doing the things He loves, like seeking justice, loving mercy, helping those in need, we learn more about God and more about ourselves. I don't believe we have to do things for God to get closer to Him and win His approval.